Ninhursag, is that really you?
The four lords in Liana told me of your arrival. I couldn't believe such a tale. But then I heard you call a name that only you would use. Ninhursag. 1,000 years. It's been so long, Arena. Liana told me the purpose of your visit. If the Voidraks are indeed seizing souls, they could only have stored them within soul crystal fragments.
Just as I suspected.
As the soul crystal fragments absorb the souls, Ahriman grows in strength, which is hastening the seal's breakdown, and will ultimately lead to his return.
Let us fight side by side once more, Ninhursag.
My work is here, Arena, maintaining the seal. If the seal breaks... Besides, you have a new partner now. You and Kaiser are now truly interwoven. Thus, he is the only one who can enter the alternate dimensions.
Alternate dimensions? I don't understand.
We created a special dimension to bind Voidrax, and to maintain his prison. It's powered by soul crystal fragments. You need to enter it and retrieve the soul crystal fragments to prevent Ahriman from devouring human souls.
Only you, merged with Lord Arena's essence, can enter the alternate dimension. Not a small challenge, Kaiser. Not trivial at all.
I can do this.
Once, I fought side by side with Arena, just like you. Do you still remember how to fight, Arena?
I never forgot how to.
And yet, you are as weak as a candle flickering in the wind. Allow me to return some of your power.
Your Majesty, I have so many questions about the Life Nexus.
Of course. Let me try to explain. The Life Nexus is the power source of all life on this planet. From insects to humans, life on this planet relies on its nourishment to be born, exist, die, and reincarnate in the cycle.
Reincarnate? Does that mean...
Just make sure you are fully prepared before you head to battle in the alternate dimension. The Life Nexus not only nourishes life, but also allows the return of all souls. The souls lost in the alternate dimensions may return to their place with the power of the Life Nexus.
The return of all souls. So, it's possible that I can save Louisa with it.
It is because of the power of the Nexus that I created the alternate dimensions in the Soul Crystal, sealing Ahriman with the power of life, and where he could never reach the Nexus. Alas, our human capabilities have their limits. After 1,000 years, Ahriman seems to have found a way to break free. Just make sure you are fully prepared before you head to battle in the alternate dimension. Arena, Lord Golden Lion has told me you were imprisoned for millennia. What happened?
Ninhursag? You really know nothing of what happened after the battle.
During the Battle of Mount Salvation, you were gravely wounded and at the brink of death. I commanded High Castle to carry you down the mountain to cure the wound. But neither of you ever returned. I thought you had died and he was too ashamed to return to Mount Salvation.
You were wrong to trust him, Ninhursag. He's cruel and power-hungry. While I was weakened, he imprisoned me and then began experimenting on me for nearly 1,000 years. He used my powers to build his Seleria empire.
My decision was to remain at Mount Salvation to maintain the seal, and to cut myself off from the outside world. It seems that was a grave mistake.
While I was imprisoned, I started to doubt you. I thought that you were in league with him. Thankfully, I am happy to be wrong.
Arena, it was my fault that you...
You are not to blame. Now I shall find High Castle and Aramon and settle all the scores.
Just make sure you are fully prepared before you head to battle in the alternate dimension.
What can I do for you? You want to know more about soul crystals?
Exactly. So, what is a soul crystal?
Maintaining the seal against a substantial amount of void drags requires an immense level of power. As you can see, sealing Aramon alone has made it impossible for Her Majesty Seleria or us to leave this place. Her Majesty used the Soul Crystal, a vessel for Voidrag's energy, to create an alternate dimension for sealing away the Voidrags.
And that energy actually comes from me, Lord Arena.
After sealing the energy from Aramon into alternate dimensions, Her Majesty was worried that the excess energy might break the seal. She then expanded the dimension into 5 parts, split the Soul Crystal into 5 fragments, and spread them throughout the world. But the world has changed much since then, and finding their locations will require some very clever deduction. What do you want?
Why would the Voidrax infuse human souls into soul crystal fragments?
You have to think of the fragments as containers. Fueled by Arena's energy, they form the alternate dimension and maintain the seals. Infusing human souls not only weakens the original energy of the Soul Crystal, but also strengthens Aramon's consciousness.
Because those souls were taken by the Voidrax under Aramon's control. That must mean they are also connected to Aramon in a higher dimension.
I believe you are correct, Kaiser.
And that's why it's crucial to recover all Soul Crystal fragments and cut off Aramon's energy source.
I think I'm starting to get it.
What do you want?
Mr. Kaiser, how may I help you? Aramon was so powerful. Her Majesty had to separate his consciousness from his energy and seal them in different dimensions.
So you're saying there's more than one seal?
Exactly. And Aramon's threat doesn't just come from his energy. Even his consciousness is extremely dangerous and nearly indestructible. Separating his energy from his consciousness was the only way to keep him contained within the seals.
Is his consciousness really that strong and resilient?
1,000 years ago, the combined strength of all humanity was barely enough to defeat the Voidrax. Master Arena was gravely injured in the battle, and Her Majesty, exhausted, couldn't completely eliminate Aramon. So, they sealed Aramon's consciousness inside the Life Nexus, and his energy form in the alternate dimension.
Sounds like a desperate move.
It was the only option. Unfortunately, as Her Majesty's power and the seal have weakened in time, Aramon seems to grow stronger. Time is working in his favor now. Mr. Kaiser, how may I help you?
How did Aramon's consciousness even breach the seal and influence the world outside?
As you've already learned, Voidrak's energy can be transmitted between higher dimensions. Perhaps there's a similar link between consciousness and energy. Initially, the seal forcefully broke Aramon's energy-consciousness bond. But as time passed, the seals on both sides have cracked, allowing them to reconnect.
So even while physically separated, his consciousness and energy still remain linked in a higher dimension.
There is much that humanity does not know about the Voidrak's.
So, his energy is sealed in the alternate dimension. Are the other Voidrak's also sealed there?
Yes. That's how Aramon was able to control them. Then all they had to do was breach the weakened dimensional barrier to gather human souls for their master. He intends to absorb these souls and use their power to break free.
Using human souls, including Louisa, to break through seals crafted by humans.
Mr. Kaiser, how may I help you?
You are Kaiser, right? What the four of us are working to exhaustion. Not only do we have to assist in guarding Aramon's seal for Her Majesty Seleria, but we have to maintain the seal on the alternate dimension, Chronocor, as well.
Where exactly is the Chronocor dimension?
Well, the alternate dimension does not refer to a space in our reality, but a sealing space that Her Majesty built.
What's an alternate dimension like?
For a Voidrax, utilizing different dimensions is instinctive to them, like breathing to you. As for you simple humans, you label the realms you can't access or utilize as alternate dimensions.
Find and retrieve the soul crystal fragment stored within the center of the alternate dimension. Then we can find the souls taken by the Voidrax. You are Kaiser.
Just ask me if there's anything you need to know. He is the source of evil. Voidrax are invaders from beyond the sky. 1,000 years ago, Aramon, the Voidrax leader, led the Voidrax and drove humanity to desperation. Their aim is to seize the life nexus. Her Majesty Seleria led us all against them, and eventually sealed Aramon at Mount Salvation. To maintain the seal, Her Majesty lived a life of isolation. As did we all. Just ask me if there's anything you need to know.